Every life is precious. Every child is a gift from God. When baby Chiasalame Moses was born, his parents were filled with joy and gratitude. Like every family, they dreamed of watching him grow, laugh, play, and fulfill God's purpose for his life. But shortly after his birth, those dreams were overshadowed by a frightening reality. Baby Chiasalame Moses was diagnosed with hydrocephalus, a condition that causes a dangerous buildup of fluid in the brain. The diagnosis came with urgent medical concerns and the need for immediate intervention. For his parents, it was one of the most difficult moments of their lives. The challenge was not only emotional, but also financial. The surgery required to save the child's life was beyond the family's means. Yet, in the midst of uncertainty, God began to open doors.
I thank God for this session of appreciation, because what I experienced, I did not expect it from church and the people. God makes a way where there is no way by moving himself, by also telling me that it's good to belong in a church that love each other. Yes, on the time of the surgery, after passing a lot of challenges, sleepless nights, and all the rest, and when we were after the delivery, because the challenges started 3 weeks after the delivery. So we went for hospitals and done so many tests. They said the child required a surgery, and we discovered that the money involved, like myself, I did not have such money, and God so kind, church came in and they showed me the love. They showed me the law. Through they showed me the law. And for church to intervene in with the situation of that surgery, they volunteered themselves they contributed in so many ways, praying, all the rest. They reach out to people. Till today, I'm still asking myself, who am I and what am I? And all these things, who am I to God? For all these things happening like this, for people to volunteer and try to help my family for the surgery.
First of all, I want to thank God Almighty for all He has done for making this surgery a successful. Before I will start, I want to thank the church too for their efforts during this surgery. When I was pregnant for this child, during the day of the delivery, I went for scan before any other thing. So on the day of the scan, the doctor told me my baby has a issue, that the issue required surgery. So God being faithful and great, He made it so easy for me to deliver the child success. So after the delivery of the child, during the delivery of the child, what the doctor told me was actually happening. So the baby began to grow day by day, and the child's head was also having an issue, which the doctor told me. So the child's head was getting large every day. So we went to the hospital, and the doctors told us that the child needs to have a surgery. After that, he came to spoke through the process which was demanded for the surgery to be taken. So we went for different tests, and the amount that was needed was much, but also which we cannot be able to afford it. So God being faithful, the church came in and they put all their best and also reach out to people, and they bring out the amount that was needed for the surgery, and the surgery become a successful one.
As news of baby Chiasalame Moses' condition reached members of the Seventh-day Adventist Church Azumini, hearts were touched. The church family understood that this was not merely a family burden, it was a collective responsibility. Members prayed fervently, discussions were held, appeals were made. The desire was simple: to save a child and give hope to a family. What followed was a remarkable demonstration of Christian love in action.
The center maps to this case was illustrated at the church. When the case was reported to the church, it looked very sympathetic. The church board decided to help us, handed over the whole thing to the welfare department, the health ministry. So when we met the welfare department and the fitness ministry, we find out that the financial involvement is harmless. We tried the best we could, developing players, asking for help. And now we got the feeling that we had. Decided surgery. Went to the hospital, and the doctor booked it. Sometime in October last year, the surgery was done. Then I'm going to the hospital. After the 1 week, they stayed in the hospital, waiting for medical checkup. The last week Thursday, I went and checked. And then they booked to come back on the 2nd of May next year. As you can see, there's improvements. The surgery was successful.
Under the guidance and support of the church leadership, efforts intensified. The appeal extended beyond the local congregation. Friends, well-wishers, and supporters from different locations joined the cause. The mission was clear: no child should lose the opportunity to live because of financial limitations. The head elder of Seventh-day Adventist Church Azumini has this to say.
Know the Chiasalame Moses family. Sometime last year, when I resumed as prayers, outside of the church, but of the cases I was brought to forward, the child had some health issues, and the church will not pass them by, but just how to assist them. We hand over the case to for the health department and the welfare department, health and welfare, sort of a committee at the church level involving these two the departments to handle is. On the welfare is to get funds for members and non-members, whereas the health department is to look for professionals and institutions, plus hospitals, where this case can easily taken care of. And they came up with a program of activities. One, we know that sickness and diseases have come into the world as a result of sin, and we had to agree. But first, even before we go to the hospital, you need to pray, you need to fast, you do all these activities. There's some hospital, using money, and the entire process. And by God's grace, the church was able to raise a substantial amount of money within and outside members.
As the need became more widely known, support began to come from beyond the immediate church community. Compassionate individuals at home and in the diaspora responded generously. Their contributions reflected a shared commitment to saving a young life. Many donors may never meet baby Chiasalame Moses personally, yet their kindness became a lifeline for him and his family.
Okay, so when as a church we decided to take on the case of Chiasalame Moses, the responsibility came to me as the leader of the welfare department. I looked at the budget that cost estimates that the health team had provided, and it was clear that we did not have the resources as a church to carry that responsibility within the time frame that we had to deal with it. So we had to look out. Okay, so working on that strategy, we encourage church members to contact their friends, both home and abroad, and to explain to them that there was an emergency and their token contribution would go a long way to save a life. Okay, we created flyers, we contacted people via WhatsApp, we sent out emails, we used phones to make calls, and we contacted church members, we contacted friends, we contacted people who were not even Christians. Any person who we felt would be able to show mercy, we sent out an appeal to that person. The response from those we contacted was amazing. You know, there were people who had never met the family of Moses and the sick child, who, when we just explained the implication of hydrocephalus, were expressed so much sympathy, even among those who did not give money. You know, some people, you explain how you see the sympathy, the empathy that they had for the child. So we had people responding. Some gave the kind of donations that fell, and some gave the one that also made our accounts to shake. By the end of the day, we were able to raise enough money to do the surgery, to provide up to 6 months post-operation support, and to help the family of the parents of the child to open a small business, because 2 unemployed people, they needed to earn something so that they're able to buy medications.
Through the combined efforts of church members, donors, friends, and well-wishers, the required funds were raised. Baby Chiasalame Moses was admitted to the River State University Teaching Hospital for the life-saving procedure. The family waited with hope. The church prayed. Supporters stood in faith. And by God's grace, the surgery was successfully carried out. It was a moment of relief, gratitude, and celebration, a testimony that faith, compassion, and unity can make the impossible possible. Today, baby Chiasalame Moses continues his journey toward recovery. His smile tells a story. His life tells a story of people who chose compassion over indifference, a story of a church that became the hands and feet of Christ, a story of donors whose generosity transformed fear into hope. The family of baby Chiasalame Moses expresses heartfelt gratitude to the church, to the Seventh-day Adventist Church Azumini Port West Conference, to every donor at home and abroad, every prayer partner, and every individual who contributed to this noble cause. Your support has done more than fund a medical procedure. You have given hope to a family. You have strengthened faith in humanity. You have helped preserve a precious life. May God richly bless and reward every sacrifice, every contribution, every prayer, and every act of kindness. The story of baby Chiasalame Moses reminds us all that when people unite in love and faith, miracles happen. This is a story of hope, a story of generosity, a story of faith in action, and above all, a story of God's amazing grace. Thank you.